Hey everyone, Locke Sparrows here again. I'm going to be trying my hand at cooking some more stuff. I tried this recipe the other day that I just kind of did on my own and it came out really nice, so I'm going to experiment a little bit. It's just chicken. And so far what I got back here is I got my coconut oil and my cast iron. I'm going to deal with that later. I just scooped it out for now. It'll melt in time once it kind of gets to room temperature. What I did the other day was I fried all this chicken in the cast iron. What I'm going to try doing today is cooking it in the oven, so that I can I can cook the top and the bottom at the same time. Because that kind of annoyed me. It was like it kind of burned on one side, not the other. So just I went for chicken thighs. I really like the dark meat of the chicken a lot better than the rest. And I made a little spice marinade. I used some Red Robin spices, the original season. This stuff is delicious. I put it on everything. I also got this Bargonet Bay Butcher's Rub. It said you should use it on chicken, so I did. It's salt, garlic, pepper, Saigon cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. This is what I used the other day. Really, I just used this on its own. Coastal California fennel pollen rub. It was recommended for chicken. But it's sugar, kosher salt, orange peel, coriander, paprika, fennel, onion, garlic, more fennel, and aji amarillo chilies, which I really enjoyed. And this, I just opened this for the first time today, because I saw it was an all-purpose rub, which is really nice for when you're making stuff all around. I like to make like chicken and beef and pork chops. I'll throw even like in ramen noodles, just all-purpose stuff. This isn't bad. It smells really good. I taste a little bit of it. It's really nice. We got toasted minced onion, alderwood smoked sea salt, granulated onion, brown mustard, black pepper, fennel, tarragon, chervil. I think that's how you say that. I just kind of mixed them all together on this plate. I also threw in some black pepper and just kind of cranked that right on top. Oh, and this is the coconut oil I'm using. I don't know if anybody really cares about that. I got it at Walmart. It's a lot thicker than what I'm used to. The stuff I usually use is melts. I swear it melts like right out of the bottle container. But this stuff has been pretty good. Oh, and there's my Arnold Palmer. I just opened that up today. I've been drinking out of that while I was cooking. And good stuff. I also want to show off. My parents got me this when they went to Vegas. This is my new Vegas Stein. It's about 12 ounces. It's cute. But I've been letting the chicken defrost for about 2 days now, because I think, yeah, about 2 days ago is when I used the last batch, and I only used 2 pieces of chicken because I didn't know how much I was going to need. I didn't want to overdo it. This time I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to overdo it. I have 4 pieces already sitting here. I'm going to just kind of show you what I was doing one-handed. This is the last piece of chicken I have in here, and this is a healthy piece. This is exactly what I did. I just kind of pushed it in there, and then I flipped it over, did the exact same thing. Some of you might be watching this and saying this is a lot, but when I make chicken like this, I like to put a lot of spices in it. I like it to be nice and juicy. This comes out kind of like that. It's not too bad. I really enjoy this myself. The rest of them I didn't use a lot, but this was a big piece, so I put a little bit more spices down. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do too, I'm actually going to put that back there for a second. This was my plan all along, was to throw a little bit right on top, so as it's kind of marinating. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven and preheat the cast iron, because cast iron doesn't always cook very evenly, and you want it to obviously cook evenly. What's going to be nice is while I'm waiting for that, this is going to marinate for a second. Probably no more than half an hour is what I'm thinking. I'm also going to be cooking some noodles to go along with this, but I need to wash the pot since I had already used it, and it got kind of like really thick. The sauce I had was kind of thick, and so I was letting it soak for a second. I'm also kind of lazy. I'm not very good at video editing, but I'm going to do 2 or 3 separate videos, and I'm going to try and put them together. let's see how that goes. So wish me luck. If not, this just might be a separate video. Okay, bye for now. Alright, so oven is preheated. We're going to be doing it at 400 degrees. I went ahead and switched out my cast iron because this one has these little divots, I guess you'd call them, in there. And I feel like that's going to help a lot more. I've always been about 10 minutes letting this preheat. So I'm going to turn off the heat since we're done with that. So I'm going to go ahead and take... It's going to be fun one-handed, so... what I'm going to try and do is fit all of these pieces of chicken right on top here, which I should be able to. It's just going to be difficult because I'm holding the camera. That's okay though. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. I don't want them to be touching so that I can make sure it actually cooks all the way through. That's the goal. You want your food to cook properly. And then, like I said earlier, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some of what's left of the seasoning right on top. Because I don't like to waste this. I've had this Savory Spices is the name of the brand, but this lady locally won them in a raffle. So I got like, I want to say like 20 of them, and they're just kind of like what I was showing you. Kind of all over the place, general, everyday spices for all of your needs. I'm also using paper plates because I thought about using my regular plates, like I have all my green glass plates, but I didn't really want to end up washing those, so I figured I have paper plates, why not? Delightful. That's finished, so I'm gonna set those aside to throw away. Okay, that shouldn't be hot. I always use the back of my hand to test some of this crap, just in case. Alright. Whew, that is pleasant. I'm gonna take that up. Oh yeah, mama. Nice and beautiful, look at that. If you're able to. I don't have a fancy camera. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do for 25 minutes. When I looked it up online, they said that for baking chicken, 25 minutes is one of the best times. So the longer you can cook chicken, the better. So it's not dry, and so you can make sure it's cooked thoroughly. Because chicken, you want to be cooked to an internal temperature of at least 165 degrees. Otherwise, you can get sick. You don't want to get sick. As well as I don't like dry chicken. So they said if you cook it any more than that, it will probably get dry. And I really don't like dry chicken. I really like moist meat, kind of fall off the bone kind of stuff. And I think most people do. While that's going to go, I'm going to start boiling this water. We're going to cook some noodles with that, and we're going to go from there. Started boiling up the noodles. These are just standard egg noodles. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I got 17 minutes left cooking the chicken. I also realized a few minutes ago that I'm actually out of the sauce I was going to use, and I feel very silly, but I already threw this stuff in. So what I'm going to do is when I'm done, I'm just going to run. There's a store like a block away. So I'm going to take the 2 minutes to go grab some sauce and then come back home. Normally I don't do that. Normally I already have it on hand, but I guess the last time I made this I used one more can than I thought I did because I don't have any cans. So, gonna go from there. Yeah, these are neat. They're just little egg noodles. They're pretty cool. They're not the most flavorful things in the world, but you know, I've heard people throw like some butter on them, with a little bit of salt and pepper, and they're pretty nice. They're similar concept to ramen. My biggest worry is every time I try to cook egg noodles, they always end up overflowing, like a lot. Like, it's not just when I cook regular pasta, it's just strictly egg noodles. Like the last time I cooked this, you know, I left the room for a few minutes, and I come back, and it's boiling over, dripping underneath, like it got underneath the stove, and so I had to pull it out and scrub it all out and everything. It was really nasty. But it's just egg noodles. You know, I even when I cook them, I have a pressure cooker, same thing. It was like bubbling and oozing out of the top. And it took me like 3 or 4 days to clean it completely thoroughly because the stuff was just so caked on and it just got everywhere. It was bad. But when I'm done cooking them, they're really good. So I kind of just put up with that. I also finished drinking all my drinks, so I gotta make some more. Oh well. It's been a good day so far. It's freezing cold yesterday, but I haven't really left the house, and my house is always kind of cold, so I don't really know what it's like outside. I want to say it's sunny, but I don't have a lot of windows in my house. Like even my front window kind of shows up to a lobby area, so it's like I don't know what the weather look like. My bedroom windows have just blackout curtains head to toe, so I can't really look out of that, which I don't mind. It's better than having sunshine and stoplights blinking in my face all night long, so I just leave those out year round. And my bathroom window is kind of one of those fogged up kind of glasses. I forget what that's called. But you can't see, like I can tell that it's daytime, but I can't really tell you if it's sunny, if it snowed, or anything like that. So, hopefully when I go out to get this sauce, I won't run into a rainstorm, snowstorm, whatever. Looking pretty good in the oven so far. The coconut oil is bubbling, making a really nice, I think it's a nice sound whenever you're cooking stuff. Kind of like barbecue. Egg noodles were coming along. I forgot to do this earlier, so I added a little bit of oil. I do that so that the noodles don't, one, they don't stick together, but two, they don't stick to the pot itself. And then I'm in the process of making some more Arnie Palmy. Arnie Palmy alert! Okay, noodles are done. Drained them. Timer just went off for the chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. Holy crap. Yeah, that feels like 400 degrees right in my face. I'm gonna leave it on though, because I have to temp the chicken so I don't die. And so if I need to cook it a little longer, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna stop because I need both hands. Alright, so I got a little needle, and oh, sitting pretty right at 165. Those look really good to me, and the oil's still bubbling, that's nice. These are good, so I'm gonna run to the store real quick. I feel so silly, but I'm gonna turn off the oven, and I'm just gonna leave these in the oven so they kind of stay warm. And I'm gonna find a lid for this, so same reason. Alright, back from the store. It's just cream of chicken, pretty straightforward, doesn't really matter what brand you get. This is a deep knockoff brand of something, but I like that it has the open tops. Not that there was an option, this was the only one that they had. Yeah, let's do this. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Is it working now? Can you see me? Yay, I did it. Okay. Got that. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. It's some really thick crap. Oh. Like yogurt, but slightly colder, you know, like not frozen yogurt, just the viscosity isn't what you would hope it to be. Come on. Alright, that's pretty much empty. I got two, in case I need to. I never really know with these cans sometimes. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on just a little bit, so that it heats up the sauce, because these noodles have been sitting here for a few minutes. I've only got like 5 minutes-ish. Yeah. I also picked up some tuna and some pasta for later in the week. Probably going to make some tuna mac. I like tuna mac. Tuna mac's good. I only know how to make a few recipes that are cheap. And when I say cheap, I mean like $5 or less. Because like I know how to make meatloaf. But that ends up, for me, being like $10 or $12. It's not too bad. It's just really extensive and it takes a while. And I don't have a lot of counter space. So I try to take advantage of what I can. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out one more can of this stuff because this just isn't getting the thickness I want it. And then while I'm doing that, I'm also going to cut the chicken, and I need 2 hands. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Went in and cut up most of the chicken. Kind of started in, turned off the heat. It's coming along really nicely. Gonna try and start that in as much as I can. I got this cute little cutting board, and you know the chicken, it just came out really nice. That's nice and tender, cooked all the way through. And I just love the way the spices look. They're all nice and crunchy right on top there. Just beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the rest of that. That is just yummy, yummy. I'm also going to take the pan here, and there's just a little bit of oil and juices. I'm not going to do a lot, but just a little over the top. Getting some of that juicy flavor with the rest of the noodles. This is coming along real nicely, I believe. Oh, I also like stirring it in really well, because like every scoop that you get, you're gonna have a little bit of everything, as well as it allows all the spices we got going on to, you know, kind of get to know each other, so to speak. Grabbing a bowl real quick. This is so hard to do with one hand. One of these days I might get a tripod or something like that. Yummy. This is not bad. This is just, you know, usually I just straight do egg noodles and the cream of chicken, but the other day I had this idea, like, what if I, you know, spent the $5, and really it was, like, I grabbed the cheapest one they had. It was still like 3 pounds of chicken. And it came along really nicely the other day, so I figured I'd kind of show you. Oh, I spilled a little. Got a little bit of spittle. Oil, so I'm just going for, I like the spice, the oil, and it's shiny. Look at that. I think that's really nice. And it's only 11:30. It's not even lunchtime. So, all in all, I think that took in total, because I kept stopping and going to record and do stuff, maybe 45 minutes. In total, considering, you know, all the cooking the chicken for that 25 minutes, boiling the noodles. I did have to run to the store. But worst comes to worst, something like this, if you're cooking the chicken fresh like that, it shouldn't take you more than an hour. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you make this recipe, let me know. It's really straightforward. And then sometimes I'll take my red robin spice and I'll sprinkle a little bit on top, because I really love that red robin spice. And we're done here. Happy cooking. Merry Christmas. Oh yeah. The chicken is moist. All those flavors are coming together. That fennel, the salt and peppers, and a little bit of like some onion, some garlic. The noodles, very, very soft. Egg noodles are kind of iffy sometimes. Those are very soft egg noodles. Maybe arguably too soft. They're a little mushy. But it's not too bad at all. And then I got the creaminess just right, adding 2 sauces, so I'm glad I did. Cream and chicken is straightforward. Like the can I got was 59 cents. Like the Campbell's brand, I think is just about the same. Bigger cans are like $1. Oh, that is good. Good stuff.